morning, teachers and students. Thank you for coming today. Well, my thesis title is Effect of the Pollination Contact on the removal of these cyanobacteria species by pollination. First of all, I would like to talk about some introduction for going to the detail of the result. Well, algae bloom is a well-known environmental problem. It has been defined as a rapid increase in the population of algae. Some of them are the result from an excess nutrients, especially phosphorus and nitrogen. When it occurs, it not only affect the water quality but also affect the aquatic animal and human. And this picture represents the conventional water supply treatment processes. It consists of evaporation, sedimentation, filtration, and disinfection. Well, the problem is when the massive algae enter these treatment processes because of their special characteristics like low specific gravity, negative charge, and others. So it's difficult to be removed by evaporation. Therefore, they can pass through the evaporation and not settle in the sedimentation, but however they can be filtered in the filtration process. But because of their massive amount, so it causes filter clogging in the filtration process. And this slide is the conclusion of the algae impacts on the water treatment plants. So when the water containing algae flow into the water treatment plant, it increases the toxins, chemical demand, disinfection by product precursor, and reduce the filter run times, which can lead to the reduction of tap water production. In order to avoid the reduction of tap water production, it is important to improve the evaporation performance to remove the algae, to reduce the amount of algae that flow through the filtration process. Scientists found that adding pre-oxidation somehow can improve the evaporation performance to remove algae. The common oxidants are choline, this is the most widely used, potassium permanganate, and ozone and others. The mechanism that relate to this improvement are: first, the oxidant can react with algae, they change the cell architecture. The scientists say that it is called algae inactivation. The second, it can release some material that can promote the coagulation performance. The last is the oxidant can degrade some organic matter that reduce the coagulation performance. All of this lead to the improvement of coagulation for algae removal. However, there are many factors that affect the pre-oxidation. Among them, the pre-oxidation contact time has become my interest because some previous studies show that the contact time could play an important role in the pre-oxidation efficiency. And since based on my literature review, no research has studied about the effect of pre-pollination contact time yet. So the objective of my study is to determine the effect of pre-pollination contact time and concentration on the removal of these cyanobacteria species, and also the effect of contact time on the DOC and UV absorption. For the methodology, first, the algae was ordered from this organization in Japan and then captured in incubator. After that, only algae was transferred into synthetic water. In this synthetic water, I use purified water with adjust turbidity, pH, and alkalinity. All of these parameters were based on the real condition Teetawat, Thailand during the algae bloom. The final algae density is around 100,000 cells per minute. After that, the water will flow to the pre-pollination step. In this step, I use calcium hypochlorite to generate the choline as oxidant. In this step, the water will be tested with different choline dose and with different contact time. After reaching the desired contact time, I collect the first sample to measure some parameter, and then after that, the bot go to the coagulation step. In this coagulation step, I use aluminum sulfate. the common coagulant. After finish coagulation steps, isolate the sample again to measure some parameters and also to calculate the percent of algae removal. And in order to do the coagulation performance, I need to determine the coagulant dose. So I did pre-coagulation experiment. Based on this result, I decided to use 30 mg per liter of alum because this is the optimum dose for algae removal and turbidity removal. And for this slide shows the result of algae removal ratio and contact time. As you can see that there are 4 different doses, like choline 4 mg, 3 mg, 2 mg, and no choline. Based on this result and the result from ADOVA, adding pre-coagulation did not significantly improve this cyanobacteria species removal. But however, the removal ratio from the high choline dose experiment 3 and 4 mg significant change when the contact time increase. This was confirmed by the ADOVA. The p-value is less than 0.05. After seeing this result, I was curious that why adding pre-coagulation did not improve the coagulation performance. So I did in additional experiment. In this experiment, I used lower alum dose, just 20 mg. And then the result showed that adding choline can improve the coagulation performance to remove algae. So the percent of algae removal significantly increased. And not only the percent, but the percent of algae removal also significantly changed when the contact time increased. So this would mean, based on this result and previous result, this would mean that the reason that there is no effect of pre-coagulation in this experiment because the alum dose was high. The alum dose was high, so cannot see the effect from the pre-coagulation. And here, this is the result from turbidity. I removed the variation, standard deviation, because for the method it will be tiny to see, so that's why I removed. Anyway, what I want to focus is the result of turbidity from pre-coagulation 3 and 4 mg experiment significantly changed with the contact time. The p-value is less than 0.05. So, based on this turbidity result and previous removal ratio result, it could mean that the contact time of pre-coagulation may have some effect on coagulation performance. DOC and UV are also important parameters in the water treatment plant, since it has been considered as the disinfection bioproductive process. In this study, the result of DOC from high choline dose 4 and 3 mg higher than the lower choline dose 2 mg, and they both show and variation increase when the contact time increase. And also the value of UV from high choline dose 4 mg also higher than the result from lower choline dose 2 mg. The increase of DOC concentration and UV absorbance at 254 may indicate the release of some angiogenic organic matter, especially intracellular organic matter, because many studies found that the pre-coagulation can damage the empty cell wall and release some organic matter. And this slide shows the result of free choline The result, as you can see, the free choline also reduce when the contact time increase. This means that this free choline result also support the DOC and UV. The reduction of free choline indicates that there is a reaction between algae and choline. Since DOC and UV are important parameters, so it's also important to measure them before reacting with the algae in the final disinfection step. So after calculation, the DOC that produced in the choline 3 mg and 4 mg remain high, while the DOC that produced in the choline 2 mg, the red line, can be removed to the similar level, same as the black experiment. So in case of UV absorbance, after calculation, the UV value will decrease to the similar level, but still higher than the control experiment. In this slide, I put the result of algae removal ratio, DOC concentration, and contact time together. The above picture is the result from choline 3 mg. The upper picture and the below picture is the result from choline 3 mg. And as you can see, when from the 0 contact time to 30 minutes of contact time, the DOC and removal ratio increase. After the DOC reaching the maximum value, the removal ratio, they went down in both two experiments. So the increase and the decrease of the increase and the decrease trend of this algae removal ratio could be influenced by the DOC concentration, because some studies found that the low level of DOM can benefit coagulation. In contrast, the high level of DOM can inhibit or reduce the coagulation performance. The regrowth of algae is also one important problem in the water treatment plant. So in this experiment, the results show that the density of algae after reacting with choline, all of them remain stable all of them remain stable, while the density of algae that did not react exposed to choline, they increase when the time increase. So this means that the choline does damage the algae cell, resulting to algae growth inhibition and the increase of DOC concentration. In order to see the cell characteristic, the damage that choline does on the algae cell, so the optical microscopic image was conducted. This picture shows the original algae characteristic, no choline, and this shows the algae that after exposing to the choline 10 minutes, 4 mg, and this after 60 minutes, choline 4 mg. Based on the result, there is no serious damage. No serious damage was observed. But as I have reviewed from the previous paper, they say that the choline does not, for this type, for the microcystis, the choline does not severely damage, but instead the choline penetrates the cell membrane and resulting to the release of IOM, as can see by this SEM image. After exposing to the choline, this is from one of my reference paper, there's no serious damage on the algae cell. Most of them still remain the same. EM is one of parameters that I want to measure because it can provide the insight, more detail into the validation of DOM. Normally, the result of EM should be like metric like this, but however, because of in my study, because of low algae density, so I could not generate this kind of peak metric like this. So I have to pick manually and present it as graph like this. However, because in my study I didn't use natural water, so I will not focus on the area number 3 and number 4, which is represent humic and fungic substance. This kind of organic substance can be found in the natural water, but because I use purified water, so I will not focus on it. I will focus on the area number 1 and number 2. They can indicate the release of IOM intracellular organic matter because they represent the protein-like substances. Well, the result from the area number 1 protein-like substance, the intensity from the high choline experiment 4 mg is higher than from the choline 2 and 3 mg. This high intensity may indicate the release of IOM, which results to the high value of DOC and UV. However, but for the result of from other experiment is almost same as the control experiment. This is because of low algae density in my study. Compared to the previous study, that study about this IOM, they use very high algae density. So that's why there's no significant increase in my study because of low algae density. So in conclusion, adding 2 and 3, adding pre-pollination did not significant improve this cyanobacteria plant population when high alarm dose was used. The contact time of pre-pollination significantly affect this cyanobacteria removal by increasing the DOC level, which show a negative effect on this study. The pre-pollination damage the cell resulting to the release of IOM evidenced by the increase of DOC and UV. The pre-pollination contact time should less than 30 minutes when high pollen dose is used in order to avoid the high DOC level which require high alarm dose to remove. And for the acknowledgement, I would like to thank my thesis advisor, Professor Suchat and Sensei Yoshimura, who always advise me when I have questions. And also I would like to thank the member in Water and Environmental Lab, Paul Said Mohammed, Nasuke Sam, and other members who helped me when I was in TIT. And finally, this research was supported by the GPS Call-to-Call program. And so I would like to thank TAIST3 who gave me the scholarship tuition fee. So